Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it is shaped like that. This box is all about the shape on the outside, and trust me, it is crazy easy to do. This is very much a manly version. When I was building the prototype, my husband was in the office and I said to him, "What do you think of this box?" And he went, "Oh, I love it." And I said, "Do you think it needs anything?" He said, "No, just leave the ribbon on, that's fine." And so I did, but I'm going to make a slightly more girly-fied version of it. So, super duper easy. You need a piece of cardstock that is 11 by 7.5 inches, which is 28 by 19 centimetres. So, it's suddenly gone really noisy here. I don't know what my neighbour's doing, but I think he's chopping something. And it's really windy as well. All of the measurements for this will be on my blog. Click open the description bar below. Click that open and there will be a link that says project details here. That will take you to this actual project, so you don't need to write anything down. And you can actually watch the video with the instructions underneath, or rather the measurements underneath. The video is the instructions. Okay, so on the long side, score at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, 7, 8 3/4, and 10.5 inches. So in metric, 4.5, 9, 13.5, 18, 22.5, 27. And then turn it around, and on the short side, score it at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7 inches. Which again in metric, 4.5, 9, 13.5, and 18. Okay, so when you turn it this way, so portrait, down at the bottom you've got a layer, and then you've got another section. Let's get it the right way around. Left to, that is that way around. I'm being dim here. You've got this section. You've got a thin bit at the top and that section. That is what's going to fold in, because it actually just slips inside there. That's going to fold over, and that's going to make the top, and it's all going to come round. This one is the bottom, okay, which leaves you 16 squares, and that's what we're going to use a steel ruler on. I might do it on the wrong side in black pen for you. If I do it on the wrong side, then you're going to see. So I'm going to put in my straight lines. So if I put these in, just roughly, so that's what you've got. You have also got score lines there and there, but we'll not worry about that. So this is the section you're working on, and you literally need to score all the way across. And so you're joining up these. Okay, and all the way that way, and then all the way the same in the other direction. It's not a fast job, but it's worth it. And so you do that all the way up and all the way around, and so what you're left with is this lovely cross mark. I'm obviously going to do it on the side you can't see, and I've used pink. That was sensible, wasn't it? So again, just this centre section, and you can do it relatively quickly because obviously they're all equal sized boxes or squares. So you can do one whole line all in one go. I was actually designing a completely different project when I came up with this, and you'll see that project in a week or so. But this was a lovely happy accident, and there is no purpose to these extra score lines, but it's a decoration thing. And you know me, I'm all about the decoration. Okay, so I'm going to join up these ones as well. doing my best to see. And if you're like me, you'll occasionally go, oh, I forgot to put score lining. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Oh, there we go. So that is all of the interior scoring done. Don't worry about burnishing. We're only going to go with these horizontal and vertical lines for the minute. So I'm going to burnish those. I really hope when I cut this you can't see any of those black bits. Although I clearly had a little bit of ink on my ruler because it's there and very slightly there. And then come along and do all the vertical. So you can see all folded. This section, that's the top, this is the bottom. So we're going to deal with the bottom first. What you need to do is get rid of that little rectangle, rectangular, that bit. And then just simply cut these straight up. Okay, so that's going to form the bottom. When you wrap this round, where you have the front and the back is entirely up to you, but you need two sides, two panels that are going to fold in and one front. So I'm going to get rid of that one completely because I don't need that. I'm going to cut straight in here and mitre it a little bit and just hack a bit off. I'm going to keep this one very straight because this will be the lid that's on show. And smidge in this one here. And again, you don't need that rectangle. And I will hover this in just a second so you can see it. So that's the bottom, all loose. That's the top. So this is the bit, the tab that's going to go in. So we might need to trim it a teeny tiny little bit so it folds in nicely. Okay, now we're going to have fun. So we folded all of the straight lines away from ourselves. We're going to fold all these diagonal lines towards us. You don't need to burnish, it's just show. Okay, so that's the first section done. It's all a bit confused, trying to go away from me. And just do the other ones. And like I say, you're just assisting them rather than, you know, like I say, it's decoration. It's not, they're not serving any purpose. A decoration is an absolute purpose, but you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, job done. So now we're going to bring it all around and glue it down. So I want some fuse or some tear and tape. I don't know what I've got handy. I've got tear and tape down here. Oh, actually, I need to put my decoration on, don't I? I haven't put my decoration on. It's rubbish, isn't it? I want these. Oh, but I want the rhinestones. I really hope I have enough. Okay, so I'm going to put a rhinestone in the centre of all of those. I need 4, 8, 12, 16. How many have I got? Oh, I'm going to have to take the small ones because I haven't got enough of the big ones. So I reckon these are going to look gorgeous just in the middle. No idea what it's going to look like. It's like doing live crafting with you guys. I'm hoping that it's going to look fantastic. I reckon it will. Some nice pretty ribbon with it. Runaway rhinestone over there. Oh, jumping rhinestones as well. do like a really unusual looking box, and it's obviously it's the run up to Christmas at the moment. Does anybody else go around the shops and think, oh, that's a really good box, I could buy that just to get the box, I could buy whatever it is just to get the box so I can deconstruct it at home? Or is that just me? In fact, I know it's not me. Not just me, I should say. I know there's plenty of you out there who do the same. But yeah, Christmas is a great time for boxes and packaging in the shops. Obviously they mass produce their boxes within big industrial dyes. But I see it as almost a personal challenge to see if I can take a box that's been mass produced with a big machine and see if I can recreate it. Oh, that's going to look so cute. Right, let's get this tear and tape off. Oops, apparently not. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. There we go. And you do have to be a bit careful when you're doing this, because obviously you've done all these diagonal lines. Okay, there we go. And then fold in 2 sides and the back, and I've got a fuse handy now. I've got my glues handy. Fold that round. That's your top, and that's, yes, that fits nicely there. Oh, that's too cute. I like it with a little sparkle on. Probably could do with bigger sparkle. Right. But shimmer ribbon, got to use some shimmer ribbon. And, oh no, no. I was like this the other day in a video. No, white with, oh gosh, I'm nearly out of that. White with the silver edges, because we've got this lovely the rhinestones. I'm quite indecisive today, aren't I? Well, this week I should say. And I'm going to tie a square knot on this. I did the square knot on the first one because, like I say, I made it in Night of Navy just because that was a handy cardstock, and then I decided it was quite masculine, I should suppose, and so I decided to do a knot rather than a bow, and actually I kind of like the knot. Actually I like the length of that ribbon too. Just trim that very slightly. That is really cute. I'm really pleased with that. Boys version and the girls version. That is so stereotypical, and I've never been stereotypical, but I think you get my point. Pretty and bling, and manly and gingham. Anyway, really hope you like it. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.